Hello, welcome to the Moment of Truth, and good evening to everybody watching this program. This is a special program sponsored by the National Democratic Congress and intended to share information with you about the governance and the state of affairs in our country today. We are coming to you live from the studios of GH1 Television. We are also live on Pan-African TV, TV Africa, Ahoto FM, Class FM, and Accra FM. Abusiafo NOKWARE MMRE dwumadie so na mohwe yada obi biara a wode na fidie ato ha ase. Senia ye ne da no. Enne ye ba biebie ensemo a ekoso ye man Ghana mu. Na amawahu de ekoso ewo oman ni mu. Senia na esitie sene ne so esitie. Enhyehyɛ pa bɛ na NDC ene John Dramani Mahama ewo edema na etimi aboawo ama come 7 December abatwa eda yanimi wetimi asie ginaye atwa bapa eso beba mfaso ama oman Ghana ene nchiri benjina ntiema obi biara akwaba to the moment of truth eso se u pesa wohwe wo phone so a oko GH1 for Facebook page, NDC Communication Bureau Facebook page. You can watch us. You can watch us also, like I said, on TV Africa and Pan-African TV. And yejumedie no a part, and we are bringing you nothing but the truth, nothing but the facts about what is happening in our country, whether or not the way aban otia konya so ebu omaye ebo awoman no ana edi oman nya ene mpenyimfo amanyoku ahodo a ebo nto ase yento abama omo on the 7th of December obi anhyehyeye na aboayen amayamiki the right choice ene yebe kasa afa Ghana eka yede our public debt yebe dissect eka yede eka dodo sen yede Ghana ni bia de kasen eye ka oman no betimi atua eye ka eso aba mfaso ama oman Ghana eye ka nchirima benya so mfaso bosia ni mpo ye de ayedien eye nyema papa ne ye de aye ana de important ne ye de aye ene ye bedi sa nyema ni nyina ho nkomo na there is a revelation samo be ka ya na watwe atwa mu no ye kasafa abusuama mmohu de obroni frɛ no nepotism ye mamuhu omaye japade oman ni nyuma a omanpenye kufu ado ne na aban mu mpenyifo agye akentanso na mamu na da ne kokofu bobo onuanimu a ye mpasel ene ye be mu hu ba ko mienu bi a na watwetwa mu no ye ntumi anywhere ni hu nkomo badabusua ansana ye be fiti ase ne ye di nkomo about our public debt ansana yebedi sa nkomo we nyina na wahu bebia ne Ghana gina efa ka ye de sika na ye se yebetimi atua se ye ntimi ntua se so aba mfaso ama oman no se so aba mfaso ama nchirima no yewura John Dramani Mahama oye franka tufo ma NDC se me ne wonche nsembi. It is all about the People's Manifesto ebikita me ha ne hyehyeye ewum ene ye ne obedi nkomo afa enan ana enum ho ansakra na ye de yenkaka ho segment no abrel. And so without wasting much time abusiafo de di kan obi bisan ho se ede enti kra na NDC fo anwumre ya anka ye gye ya home mabaye fie anwumre ede enti ena mo sre yense yento aba Emma John Dramani Mahama. Why must I vote for John Dramani Mahama and the NDC on 7th December 2020? Abusuan de di kan eye dwuma ho asem. Jobs, jobs, and jobs. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has made it clear, said the main plank, the main issue driving his second coming is the issue of jobs, jobs, and jobs. That is why he has come up with a policy of Agenda 1 million jobs, which will ensure that the next NDC Mahama government creates a minimum of 1 million permanent decent, well-paying jobs for the people of this country. 1 million jobs, 250,000 jobs per year. So in 4 years, 1 million jobs. Na the entire busuanfo yato sa adwuma nyina din se adwuma pa ne se eye adwuma a wo beye ne dada kopem so obeko wa homegem enya adwuma a wo kwa akoye ne fie miensa betena fie ti se napco. These will be permanent and sustainable jobs. The atoso biem enya adwuma aketua no beye 700 Ghana ti se napco. Rather na eye adwuma aketua no ho bete aketua no bedimu na wo betimi dia bobrapa. It will be jobs na you can want some well-paying jobs with decent wages. And that is why we've christened it Ejumapa. And unti, ebi ana we branch here, o ya babawa, o ye penyimu, we school, a secondary school, a university, a polytechnic, a dian, o pe ejuma ye, unye ejuma. Ebi gra na napku, na we youth employment. O share ejuma bi a wo betumi aye ne dada na wetimi dia bobrapa. Yewra John Dramani Mahama says ya ban juma na wopa na ban na eba no be creating minimum 200,000 jobs. Police, say immigration, military, local governments, NCC, Ghana Education Service, Ghana Health Service, 200,000 jobs minimum in the public sector. Aban nyuma nkwano no. Say ankwankwa nyuma so na wopa. Yewra John Dramani Mahama den hyehyeye bibiri ba beboa businessmen ama omatumi e de atre omadwuma ma omadwuma ya kese na omatimi afa adwuma yefo bibiri hyehyeye ni bi ne sen o se businessman bi a wo ye adwuma se wadwuma no fa nipa ba ko mienu miensa enum edu e ye adwuma ketwa to a ye friend corporate income tax afi bia amfaso a wo benya aban je 25% no John Mahama aban se o de beche wo free. Into wuntua any income tax 25% or the bechew. Say a human of funny part 20 any a chira or better so from 25% at the about 15%. So I face on our baby be a humano. Now we funny part 20 and above. And also bet you 15%. Let's just watch out 10% corporate income tax. A human or dada VAT or so about better so. Na edwuma omwa businessmen omo ye edwuma na ya yekodwum koto nyeme nyina no so yeso ye ho ahenhan ye enye no nko o se commercial car bi a wo de beba Ghana se ya anwea car eye articulator eye den 207 you turn bus VIP trotro de wo de baba be ye commercial business bi o se wo so ba be bo man na ma man na nyesika wo de car ne ba wo beto spare parts sprayer benya bibi wo ho wo beto petrol ma ba ye nyato wo so ntino ye mwa sa twamne import duty free tete yade ato commercial vehicles so no John Mahama so be ye free wo car bia wo de beba wo de baba be ye adwuma de aboa wo man na ma man na nya taxes bia o say import duty no say na wutua 500 million no 300 million no 200 million no car no de be ye Uber wo de be ye taxi wo de be ye trotro 207 VIP o so wo de ni nyina achew enti sa to ye ye free hoi ebema businessmen ho ahenhan omo no mo de omo mfaso no ahye omadwuma mamadwuma na ye kese amama fa nipa bebre obaba be ye factory se be process yen cocoa yen cashew rubber palm oil ni nyema bebre ye produce no wa ha enye one district one factory na ye ka no cheap slogan here ye de ano ka ne kwa nanso ye hu hwe no we ye factories akese a obaba be yama e de nnwuma bebre aba e wo omega na mu ye ba be si gold refineries na ye dia refine your good. Ni nyina be create sustainable jobs. And the private sector jobs in Kwano and also minimum 200,000 every year. Yewra John Dramani Mahama ban say obeye. And on nan chain no say yansa no dwuma na wopese wusua so a wo so nhye asem da wo homa. There is good news for you. There is a national apprenticeship program. Any young person desirous to learn a craft will be enrolled onto this program. Utrinsa apprenticeship fee aban ni betua ma free usua adwuma no so no John Mahama say na aban betua wo ka na wo de didi bia faka na wetimi atere ho asua adwuma no ye uwie a mfidi a wo hia say ye 3 year say ya de pam say ye se ye plastic TNJ ye see ye POP a local board ye totals ye den John Dramani Mahama say o de mfidi a wo hia wo ankasa wo de be wadwuma no nyina be hye wo dwetire na wo de akwa akobie na wo so afa afoforo adwuma ebi mabunu youth development, youth jobs, and that's what Homai John Dramani Mahama say. Obey Obama mabunu. Enti obabunu bia ubeti tu mo remu na Ghana dindin nya sika kakra na wutimi di bia adwuma. Emfie mienu edi kan no onye otu bia say ye VAT income tax ye den or the bechew na wo de ahye wadwuma nim as stimulus ama adwuma na ye kese etimi agi nhini atena wa afebo na wa fa nipa bebre adwuma after 2 years no wa baba beje woto. Enti abusua adwuma won hyehye ye nko ano no a eba be ma ye create 1 million jobs. The biasika ni be fi nyina ya all the analysis, we know how much it will cost and we know where the money will come from. At least we know say you take the waste of the taxpayers' money, so you take a taxation project, so you reduce the number of ministers from 125 by just 40. You be save 63.4 million Ghana cedis in 4 years, equivalent to 630 billion in 4 years. Presidential staffers, Omobra Pim currently, John Mahama so better so minimum 200, and on Kwabe save Ghana 186 million Ghana cedis in 4 years. Tetisikan 1.8 trillion. And the MOB in country will say 1 million sustainable, permanent, well-paying jobs and possible. And possible. We've done the analysis in the BSC be fraba. Now, Munim so say you John Dramani Mahama. On to me spell ya on true. What can obey because Osia dear. It's a Juma pay back. There also be a yare. You John Dramani Mahama. Edwin Ghana my Ghana for yare home and yapumude. President Mahama sees health as a human right and not a privilege. And until Odi can be there, they will see hospitals be brave and ye be di come up. But also obey health insurance ebi no muntimi nya sika en renew. Ebi muntimi nya sika ntua premium en kwajibi. Omo wo sika mpo omo card ni bi na wo de be ko hospital. Yare malaria kra yese encover. Yare we ya yese encover. Yare we ya yese encover. Tinipa bebre yare efa hunwu because you say health insurance in adwuma and na yare kro no health insurance in cover and I say obi kra health insurance oni sika wo de be renew. Oni sika wo de be tua premium anya bi. Ti John Mahama say o de nhye fofo bi ba. Your friend free primary health care. In simple terms, free hospital. Ghana ni bia we yo babunu we ye opanyimu we ya akoda oba bema. Yare a wo be yare bia. Eyeti yare o, eyefun yare o, se we pro, se wo waka wo, asthma, typhoid, hypertension, diabetes, HIV, coronavirus, den o se wo nya ko hospital a. Na buy na eba no obema doctor for who free untuaka preba. That is the free primary health care or the free hospital initiative John Mahama Edeba. Ebiem Ghana ni bia wo cancer, Ghana ni bia wo kidney, ana obi sa wo wabusuam, ana obi sa ye wadamfo asem de wo homa. John Dramani Mahama say sa yare no anu aduro ne bo eden. Enu nti obaba be ye cancer and kidney disease trust fund. Fotoa ye disi kebetum na obi biara ho cancer ana kidney aban no aso wona sene na omatimi ato aduro ahwe wo ho. John Dramani Mahama den hyehyeye we nyina eba because he cares for you. Eno na nchen pensions ade hia yewra John Dramani Mahama yie pa na de yewra John Dramani Mahama e kan se Ghana fo ye betumi anyina cha e wo se ye koya homigye mu no ye mfie ni du mpempenso bi a ya ho oden so tia ye ntumi nya adwuma te se de na ye ababunu ne ye no aban ye nhyehyeye a wo de beboa ye no na ye friend pensions no emprempren kokokuani fisherman driver ni ye maame mo moto nyema wodwom any people in the informal sector nyina no muni any pension scheme nti omunyini 60-70 years omabo mrewa na nkokoro muntimi nya adwuma biem no oni pension bi a obedidi ho no dia hwene na nanom. John Dramani Mahama so be a pension for the informal sector, a new pension scheme. Na se wo ye dwadini, wo ye driver, wo ye hairdresser, wo ye kukukuani fisherman, wo nya join ne pe o se na aban di sika e be supporto. Se ne be ya wo so nkakran wo be ko wa ho migye mu ana wo be bɔ abrewa na be bɔ akokora no na sika kakra e wo ho ma wo a wo so wo de behwe wo ho e wo nkokrabom ana wo mere wabom no wanya bi ahwe wo nana no ebiem still under pensions I say SNET contributor biya wa contribute to SNET for 10 years going. Oba besesa the National Pensions Act no. Na wa ma ho kwan says what you SNET contributions for 10 years ekwa. Wo betumi de asia wowa na wo de agebosia e de atodan. Enti wo ko pension no nko han dan biem. One kasa wo be wo dan no ne friend mortgage no. You'll be able to mortgage your 10-year SNET contribution. Now what do affordable or what we call social housing na ye baba beye aya indicating in the People's Manifesto ni bi. Nti wo be ko ahome gem na wa wo dan. Ebiem o se nyame ye na dom Ghana for ye na mboa na obabiem a. Every December ye nyina ye nim se bosumi bi aban tua pension for sika ma no. But the John Dramani Mahama can say every December, instead say obema December pensions in Kwano or the December pension in Mawa or Besans Wama Bakwaka when on your friend annual 13th month bonus. And on a bine de chow, Okwa Mama Bibriwa e woho. E yadia present Mahama de ba. Na yaso yet to me a day a celebrity pensioners in this country. Because Omoye Juma all their life to contribute to nation building. And so, in retirement, the country must do something to appreciate them. And that is why His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is talking about the annual 13th month bonus. Ebe ensure say pension bi an December, obeje pension no mienu. Baako ye December de baako ye bonus a John Mahama edema. Ebe ma brunya ayede. Ebe ma afefoforo na okwa akosi mu no so no sika ba unsem na wetimi dia hwefie. Die twato. Ene eye edition once. Next week, Ibenya Mre akasa about secondary education. Ibenya Mre akasa about free SHS. But the nay, minimum na tertiary schools, polytechnics, nursing trainees, nursing training colleges, colleges of education, universities. No mu BB school. Inti yen reserve we net for omo. Na next week yaka free SHS wasem. Ye John Dramani Mahama won sheshe pa. Ema suku ni bia wo tertiary institution. Whether you are in a college of education, a nursing training institution, or a polytechnic, now technical university, or a university, President Mahama is saying that for the next academic year, whether you are in level 100, 200, 300, 400, or even 500 or 600, he is going to pay 50% of your school fees so that you will pay 50%. This is the promise we have christened Chimpe, meaning 50-50. That is what it means. Enti awofo a ehwe abatan ya ehwe. Ye John Dramani Mahama se wetie musufre wate mo hawo. Ye tre People's Manifesto ye ba mo na so ye hu se COVID-19 ti mo mu bebre mo dwuma akofom. Mo mu bebre mo ahokyerem. Enti ye mofre ba be bie school akosua pon ahodo a mabobo so university nursing training college of education mo school fees na fom. John Dramani Mahama se mo ye na mo na nyame adom oba. Obe make sure say chimpe or the beba na nkode ko school ho nyina no mo school fees wa chemu pe afafa na awofo so afafa nti abusuanfo enne ya People's Manifesto ho nkomo no ha na ye de besi ye no wakasa about Ghana for yayarehwe free primary health care, free hospital, agenda 1 million jobs, yaka pensions kakra, yaka chimpe. Next week ye de yaka ni nyina so ebebrel na say ye babie mu a we will take a short break. Yeah, the yanka kai hon segment no. Ebebro. Now to say the midi kan kai no. There were a lot of revelations in today's presentation. Ebe focus on the public debt. Dia ye. Dia baby ye gina sisi pa. Emfaso aga na enye free so and emfaso aga na enye free so. Ye be this an community scientific. You're welcome back again to the Yanka Kai hon segment on the Moment of Truth show, coming to you live from the studios of GH1 Television. Abusuanfo, to say the Mekai and then on the Yanka Kai hon segment, ye din komo about Ghana eka yede. Edi entini ye kasa afa eka yede hon. Abusuan because on my biara, bosia obo eka wode ehu hia. Se nipampu ode ka bebre ma eka ne mene na unye sika ntua woka, you are declared bankrupt. because untimi ntua woka. Nti at any given time no, I was say we are buying, we are adwumayuku, we are nipa. We have bosia wobo. E kadodo a wode. We have japade, the friend of assets. Now the total liabilities. So now say we japade a ubitimi de tua woka. So we japade a utimi de tua woka. Ana bosia wabwa eno nti amwade ka no. O de ye nyema papa sika efri mu ba ubitimi de tua e ka ne hunsi woni e ka nankasa de a ene na problem bi ani ho. Ba se kwaje bosia na wo bedi no wonum. Wamfa mobra pa, wamfa nya japade na e ka mene wa. Se wo ye adwumayuku a wadwuma ne begu. Wo ye oman a oman ne bebo. Se wo ye onipa mpo a wabrabo be ye basa. Enu nti na e ka debt eya dia e wo se ehia Ghana ni bia. Na busuan se mo be ka ya 2016 mra ye ba beto aba no. A manyuku ahodo a ye wo Ghana ye bonto ano. Ye nuanom MPP for kansem bibiri fa Ghana samre no e ka na ne yede. Omo ka se John Mahama ene na ban e bobosia kura dodo. Ya bo e katitiri die aba beto oman ne so ama eka emne yen. They called John Mahama names. They said he was borrowing too much. They complained and lamented about what they describe as excessive borrowing and our rising public debts. Omo kandena enimu nyina mpoto ne so. Adaya yese John Mahama ebobosia. Ejina so hyehyebo. Na enam se we ye yenkaka ye ho na se wa making isi ya check akrenti no. Ye bebo tape bia mo wahu. Asemo a eno Ghana mampanyi ote akonwa so His Excellency President Akufo-Addo 2012 IE debate or kafa Ghana ka ho. If I talk we ma MCCI.
That is sustainable is to make sure that the NDC loses this election in December. Kicking out the NDC will be the surest way we can to protect the debt structure of our country. Why do I say that? In the 4 years in which they have been in power, they have more than tripled our national debt from 9 billion cedis, which was at the end of Kufuor's period, to 28 billion cedis today. In the 4 years of the NDC administration, they have contracted more debt than all the governments of our country, from Kwame Nkrumah right down to John Agyekum Kufuor. That is the nature of the situation confronting our country. And I dare say the President would agree with me that without the rebasing of the economy, the debt profile of our country today will be getting towards epic proportion.
That was candidate Akufo-Addo then, before he became president, complaining about President Mahama's borrowings and our public debt at the time. See about Bosiadodo. Na ya kanimpuze nye rebasing na enka ya ye epic. Ebusuanya ononkwa ne kan. The so-called economic messiah of the MPP, Dr. Bawumia, also can be pa ono so mi enti de okafa Ghana ka.
We were happy that we found oil, but the borrowing of this government, the reckless borrowing of this government, has compromised the whole oil discovery. 6 times, you need 6 times of our oil revenue just to pay interest, not even capital. It's interest on the debt. So it is a really...
So abusia for Dr. Bawumia so no. O se John Mahama bobosia dodo. Ama bosia ni hunsi hu eku oman no. Ye de sika nyina etua bosia hunsi hu. Enyo no nko a o mampanyi Akufo-Addo wo fa ase a ye frɛ no. In fact ni nuampo a cousin Gabi Ocheredako. Ambre no so ko ne Twitter. E ko kan nsɛm a sebi mpreduasa. Na ye atem didie mpo etia John Dramani Mahama. Adan a o mo se John Mahama e bobosia. Eno so busia fo mo hwɛ. And that screen is so no Gabi Ocheredako Twitter handle. Or say if running an economy was all about borrowing your way into an unsustainable debt hole, then any half-wit and only attempt did you know. There's a canipa who be a bit my mampini. Or they say a mamuo nyina ne say ye mo bosia dia na bosia ne men on mind dia any nipa who be a bit my mampini. This is what Gabi Ocheredako said about John Dramani Mahama and the NDC at the time. 2015. Na busuya enya no nko Gabi Ocheredako na nkasa o mampanyi Akufo-Addo ni nua no. Ni newspaper saa time no ye editor. newspaper yo mampenye Kufuado dia omo kan bibi abagana ka ye pese ne ye kaka ye ho ni hu the MPP for kan about borrowing the MPP for kan about eka na ye hu bebia ene ye gina so we o screen this one I say each Ghanaian owes 2,927 to the end 3,000 we statesman each Ghanaian owes 2,927 Ghana cedis as Mahama borrows 48 billion cedis to make Ghana epic. Samre, bear in mind that Ghana is a poor country. Ghana is a lower middle income country. Bear in mind that epic program na ended. I'm here the Ghana cut $3.5 billion a chain. And so still, I'm say Mahama Diako back to epic. Now, Wabobo Siama Ghana Nibia the cut. Almost 3,000 Ghana cedis at the time. We na MPP for the year campaign. Catch Ghana for say yantu abentia Jo Mahama. And the to yenu yanum bi masum. And the to abetia Mahama. Na asani abeto aba no kohwe omo 2016 manifesto page 13 omo share bobi ho efa bosia bo. Me pacho. So we have very closely. Obo said the wo ne say. Or say our goal inter alia, meaning among others. Omo will ensure double-digit growth annually. We are not can reduce government borrowing. She say, "On mine bossy obono, ye better so." That was their promise. But show mo de share no. And they almost we didn't promise to reduce borrowing. We promised to reduce the rate of borrowing. And penso mine de bossy enya no kre. The promise was categorical. We will reduce borrowing. And Jabusianfo said there, Omampenya Kufuado. Na be de chire Dr. Bawumia. Ni nua gabi o cheda ko ni MPP for de omo kan ye fa Ghana bosia bo ne Ghana ka ho under John Mahama ni na bosha omo de sheye ene so omo bete Ghana bosia bo so de a ene ne ye kaka ye ho ye nhwe bibia ye gina nkasa abusa time wa MPP for kan san se bu nyina gu John Mahama so no in 2016 John Mahama me fra konwa so na Ghana ye ka ye di nyina eye 120 billion. And on that screen is no Ghana's debt stock now 120 billion. December 2020, December 2016. Eka John Mahama Edija Omampenye Kufuado no. Na 120 billion yen ono nkwa neka. President Kufuado will bear 9.8 billion. Because after HEPIC, still President Kufuado bear 9.8 billion. President Mills also the be kan. President Mahama de kan 54 billion in 4 years. And he said, Omampenye Kufuado share boso oba bete bosian boso dia ama ye ka conform dia ene ye hwe ye ka producer ma ye hwe na ye ka July as of July 2020 after July bosian Omampenye Kufuado abonka ho ye ka 263 billion Ghana cedis 263 billion. You have it on your screen, a story by my John Online. It dated July. Ghana's debt jumped 1.66% to hit 263 billion in July 2020. Enti ye kan o mo ka so mo ba bete so na few 120 billion to 263 billion. The actually say in only 4 years. In fact, we use July in 3.5 years. Omampenye Kufuado de over 140 billion na Ghana account. Amampenya wo do nyina from Kwame Nkrumah penso be si John Mahama penso de ka 120 billion ni jano. Ono nko de 4 years. Ono a wode Ghana kaye campaign share boss obete so no. O de 140 billion aka ho. Ebi si Ghana bakose muda. De atoso biem 2016 ano mo so pa John Mahama so obobosian bebre no. Na de yakwesi boni friend no the debt to GDP of Ghana. What was it? Chese Ghana ye ka na ye de no na wo de toto ye sika ho a na eyesen ohamu chichemu sen. Abusua na ye 67%. Na we mi Dr. Bawumi ankasa dansini. And this 67% bear in mind say before rebasing. After rebasing 55.6%. But at the time 67%. It is our screen is what producer the better so we Dr. Bawumi post or no on the Facebook wall 24th of March 2015. Our case Ghana ababa be hemic because your debt to GDP is 67%. So producer bit me amaya here. Sa post na our debt to GDP. So say at 67% of GDP, Ghana's debt stock has crossed the critical 60% of GDP level that developing countries with limited access to capital flow should worry about. in terms of debt sustainability. In fact, Ghana is right back to the debt unsustainability that led to HIPIC. However, HIPIC debt relief will not be available again. And so Ghana's status can thus best be described as that of a highly indebted lower middle income country. HIMIC, Dr. Bawumia no. Enti, Dr. Bawumia say Ghana is HIMIC because what the yeka to 2 yesika ho a best or hamun chichemu edu sia enson 67%. That is what we mean by debt to GDP. Enti enei a omo ahye boso omo ba bete yeka so no. Debt to GDP ni yesen abusua 76.7%. 76.7%. Every 67 series now 55.6. Edu 76.7%. What the year to isika ho no. My job online published here and I see IMF for na who said by December 76.7%. Next month here. If we can see that, let's just say producer be really we know screen soon temamaye. The atos will be apart from your debt to GDP. So here you go. Ghana's debt to GDP ratio to hit 76.7% in 2020. Now just say, wow, also baby in the year, no? Would you free 55.6%? Edru 76.7%. Then Ghana ni bia car wode. MPP for your front page story statesman. Say in 2015, 2016, Ghana ni bia de 3,000 cedis because your mama bobo siandodo. And the Ghana ni bia the same. Ghana ni bia busua wa wo hweme. Say we akoda say yo babu. Empo akra ya wo ne kete ngenge. Ye nyina wo bia de 100 million cedis. And the sika no 10,000 Ghana cedis. Yes. 10,000 cedis. 3,000 cedis now almost a decade under John Mahama, which was not even true. No. I almost say better so no. And then because I cano, I do 300 billion. Got 263 billion as of July. By December, as we speak now, you do 300 billion. Ghana and Libya would divide the cano by a population of 30 million. Ghana and Libya the 10,000 cedis. It is cano 100 million. Tidnadia Chene say. Number one, Omampenyo Kufuado Bosha or say, Oba Betse Yakasono, Naya Nada, 419. And some more cattle Joma Amazuninano, na or the Pivusi Keke. A BM and a Ghana, ya worse than Hemic. Pebia Yajina say no, a worse than a Mrimpo 19 years ago in 2001. You join a Hepic. So we share. A man penia eba yenyina ka 120 billion if you can see that infograph. And then you look at President Kufuado nkwaka over 140 billion and still counting. Obe and then the 10 one no they do bear 150 billion here chira. Then it means say eke mene yen. Na nya nonko so 2001 abusuafo you join a hepika. Aya ka debt to GDP na 61% in 2001. 61%. And they with 3 oil fields, your GDP is nimpono. You say you 76.7% by December. And to check it table now, 2000, and your debt to GDP cost for 79.something%. But 2001, you join a HIPIC, 61.7% debt to GDP. You see then, and your economy now debt to GDP has about 76.7%. Let's go Mampinyo Kufuado at the Akoyechi. Now the entire you say you're worse than a hemic or a HIPIC country. It's not because of a kana yekeseno. Keke. It's because of sika as on my yes say editua yeka hunsi ho ene yeka nankasa. Because busuan say the kan kan no. E kan dey obetimi abo. But say wo sika wo generate revenue or money mu a ultimate editua wo kan no ne wo kan hunsi ho a any problem. Oko US a omo debt to GDP grow 100%. But they are able to mobilize revenue to pay or service their debts. And then Ghana, so what check it, media budget review, January to June, domestic revenue, sika ya jeje in Ghana, eto oil, yisika nyina, yenya 21.6 billion. 21.6 billion domestic revenue. Out of that, the editua ya boss ya unsi hone ye kankwa, 19.5 billion. Now the chairman say, you use 90.4% of our domestic revenue. And it is your interest payments and amortization. if you can show me that story by that economist from University of Ghana. Enti abusuafo baby ayaka edu no. Ka ye bono wo ensi hunku ano no. Ye jeje to yenya oil sika. Ye betimi ya kwan, ye betimi ya school. Ye betimi ya mpuntu nyuma. Ye ntimi mfa nkoye because omo aye de omo ka no e twen yen. Ye de mu ohamu nchichemu adu okron na e 90% and the service your debt. Abusuafo eno nan chen no. Apart from what we are spending on debt servicing. Enunti yenya sika nyempuntu nyuma impo aban adwuma yefo akatua ye bobosian na ne yatua. Goods and services ye bobosian na ye de aye no. Abusuafo ubisa ho se edien no mampenya kufu ado de sika na ye. Because they said the medi kan no bobosian e de ye japade wo mani nchiri mabenya so mfa so a ene na wa ya adepa. Wo de ye japade na mpuntu nyuma sika betumi afiri mu aba ama ye de atua e kana ene na wa ya ade papa beza woje na wamfa anya sa mpuntu nyuma ne de a na chese ye nya so emfaso bia eno nti abusuafo ye hwe de Dr. Bawumia kan in 2016 efa Ghana ka ho ene de na ono hwehwe se wosenka Jo Mahama e de aye. Producer, can we listen to that tape?
Indeed, given the resources at its disposal, one should expect at least 4 to 5 times the quantum of investment that the NDC claims to have undertaken. The close to 33 billion of borrowing that has not been used for infrastructure expenditure could have done so much in this country. If you take $33 billion and ask yourself, what could you have done with $33 billion? You could have solved the water crisis in Ghana. You could have solved our energy problems. Every region in Ghana would have had 1,000 kilometers of asphalt road. We could have transformed agriculture. We could have put in place a world-class hospital in every region. We could have bought 1,000 ambulances for the Ghana Ambulance Service. We could have equipped our existing health and education institutions. And we could have built an additional 600 senior high schools that the government is trying to build currently. And we could have constructed the Accra-Kumasi-Paga railway line as well as the Western Railway line. And with all this, we would have still been left with some money.
For the Dr. Bawumia Kain, efa de wase ye de Bosnia ye. Obisasa o mampenyi Mahama Bosnia 54 billion or the year. Now no 140 billion no maboy. O maka de omo de aya kire. No problem. E ha ye NOKWARE MMRE. Ye hwe de John Mahama de sika ye. Nya so mfaso enchiri maso benya so mfaso ni ebenya sika so afisa nyuma mpuntu nyuma ni nyina mu na yetimi de atua Bosia no circle interchange yechiri he ya Kwame Nkrumah interchange Kaswa interchange Kwame Nkrumah interchange de kan ba no producer betimi ama ya hwe bie mu a Kaswa interchange enkra he nko a Ridge Hospital, University of Ghana Medical Center. That is circle interchange on the screen. That is the Ridge Hospital. You can see the Kaswa interchange too. This is the Ridge Hospital. You can see the Kaswa interchange. You can see the Dodowa Hospital. We have the Kotokraba Market, Central Region. KJTia Asante Mantem. KJTia Drakesie. This is Kotokraba Market for you in the Central Region. Yeah, KJTia, Kotokraba Market still on your screen. KJTia ni. This is Kumasi Drakesia, John Dramani Mahama, the Bosnia $286 million in this year. The biggest investment in Ashanti region since independence. Udi KJTia tonche ya hwesuku sunkwa wade ne Bosnia ye. E-blocks was started 123 of them. Ofra Konyaso we 46. These are secondary schools at John see. Kensu our dema and can Teshi desalination water project. Accra Tema water project. Then Sawam water project. Barikese water project. We Teshi desalination water project no. okwa sentiment mu akonongo kumawu water project, Mampong water project. All across the country, Chebi water project. This is the Teshi desalination water planta. Esesa epunsuya nchini wum emaneye nsupa ni yetimia nyansuano. Whole airports. Terminal 3. Whole airport ni brand new airports. See the same thing. Wa airstrip. This is Terminal 3, the best airport in West Africa. It processes passengers over 5 million every year. Sika de bro man enye sika ketua. Nipa mo mwadwuma eye mpempem. Tema port expansion, Takwa de port expansion. Ebe nyina mahoden a abusuafo on your screen, that is car power. We sub plans we na John Dramani Mama de buy or de be solve dum so manema ye nyina mahoden. Let's look at Ameri. No, go back. Let's look at Ameri. That is Ameri. We na ma ye nyina mahoden a yetimi de solve dum so and many more. Say ye suku, say ya kwan, say ye interchange, say ye hospital, John Mahama ye bebre. With just 54 billion now, almost a dozo dodo. Almost was saying 5 times more. Almost what they are quite epic, no. Now ye timichere we see suku we, why ye hospital we, why ye kwan we ya. Ya ye tiasi ne ye nyason faswo. Nchini mabeba be nyason faswo dada. Ye be nye sikaswo frim edi etua bosiano. Ebe ma Ghana force we dwumaye. Omampenye Kufuado bye. Ono de 54 billion why ye di sida 140 billion. Abusia ye misa na de ode aye. Ontumi nchire ye one hospital kra wasi e de amagana so the boy ayare ne yapomodin. Not one hospital on CB. The only government in Ghana's history only one hospital in Pomasi. Not one secondary school wasi aboy mo fredisia. Not one. Mahama started 123 and completed 46. Rather than why delivery tracker so why projects be. Na ye pese ye hu ni projects awaya ye nkonkohwe nti abusuafo ye ko delivery tracker ne so ye re projects a Omampenye Kufuado say no de 140 billion no aye. So where delivery tracker you can check all these images are there. Okoji you can verify where your achievement with 140 billion. If producer let's go. Emrenity let's go. Yes. Where zebra crossing road signs almost your my ni na achievement. Where road signs we co-ports in the Omampenye Kufuado commission. Let's look at Yankobim. No, Kowechi, my Nancy Bolega traffic light, Wakwako commission. You understand? Obibeka say, oh, I say NDC for Mashada May projects way from the delivery tracker. Say Omampenye Kufuado nye. This program, our producers are monitoring comments on your Facebook streaming. Yeah. Say unim baby Omampenye Kufuado we see hospital lesi. And now we see secondary school we see now umfonyina. Fato live streaming no ya the better screen is wama. And now bet me a delivery tracker. We nya one hospital mpo ho. And now one school or the fato GH1 for page 1 we will project it for you. Ebi ni ho on CB. We have searched. These are mediocre projects are unit committee members ni assembly members there wasn't commodable mwasa for here so my bibi. And so when ne in puntunyuma bo Omampenye Kufuado to say the Jones aba continue or say achievements ni. And so, what sense am what kind about John Mahama? John Mahama or no ye interchange. Oh, say one year. Now, why is zebra crossing or so? Why ye BB with 140 billion? Obi ma voter region for airports. Obi ma regions like Upper West airports. Or ye KJTia or ye Central Market. You can say Kotokraba or ye Quine interchange. Who Jena why ye? But Abusia, and ya nonko. Obi be say I didn't know Omampenye Kufuado abobosia 140 billion. Na only hospital be our the bachelor, only school be only mpuntunyume be like the nation builder John Dramani Mahama has. I didn't hear. I will tell you why. You see, life is all about choices. It's all about priorities. John Mahama be dia de no hu se Ghana hia mpuntunju nya sika wo de mpuntunyuma obobosia wo de mpuntunyuma. Omampenye Kufuado ne Dr. Bawumia bae omo de omo bobosia. Omo ministers nko oma fa bebrebe 125. Enti presidential staffers bro pem 1000 ye chirinti no. Sika ni nyina ban mu mpanyifo no ene di. Meka so mu di enye so mu wia pese. But omo katua omo pay DM, omo tu kwan sika omo je. Omo refreshment, the omo de parties, the omo de ma omo bodyguards, omo driver, bungalows, and no, their friend recurrent expenditure no, and then they dig Ghana sika nyina. It will on the screen now. Omampenye Kufuor the ministers 125 still will defend it. J. Kufuor the ministers be 80 something the boo man. Professor Mills, John Mahama, Omunina ministers in the 80 column. Unkwa the ministers 125. Presidential staffers Omampenye BNU wafa more than 700. Unkwa wafa 930 something. You can see all that on your screen. Now you look at what they have used the money for. Apart from these ministers, they are wasting the monies on their travels, their salaries, their per diems. Omampenye Kufuor wanka say tukwanya no akwa private jets. And Ghana spends $17,000, equivalent to 1 billion old cedis, on that rented private jet. Anytime the president travels, 1 hour biya. Abusia, a car your bonus our private jet no. 1 billion actually. That is $17,000. Into here, Nancy on UEFA Champions League. And yet, Bibi Papa Bimpo ede impuntu ebe man or the private jets in the coy. Kufuor rented private jet to UEFA Champions League. This is the private jet. The Ghana, ya twama ya man penyufua, enuna J. Kufuor, Rollins, John Mahama, Professor Mills munyina di tukwano. O man penye Kufuor nana show boy dia se ompe, emunya nefe. Into ono the private jet or the be tukwani. Luxurious. Producer, let's go. Let's roll. So, we hear BBC story. I say Ghana presidency blows 70 million cedis on foreign trips and item 13. So you look at Sikanko or the presidential jets or the Alpha presidential jets, any refreshment parties in 170 million cedis. A better than waiting in your interchange hospitals like President Mahama. 70 million equivalent to 700 billion OCDs. This is what they have been wasting the money on. But abusuya, ya say, Omampenye Kufuor na ono onfa nyempuntu nyuma airport on sibi on si school on si hospital. On nyempuntu nyuma yebenya so mfa so ne yetimi de tuaka no. Eke mene yen. Ghana ni bia de ka 100 million eachire. But John Mahama mpuntu nyuma kakra wode ama Ghana no waya ama ye no. Ofa no de ama na busuani. We ya na abusuafo age. Last week you share mu bebre my sister's keepers. Ghana sika omoje from Ghana Commercial Bank. Terminal 3. Omampenye Kufuor de ama ne baba Valerie Obaze. Duty free shop. That is what you see on your screen. Ya nye tender ya follow procurement lawyer the amano because ne papa yo Omampenye. John Mahama, the nation builder see airport. Wo the family builder o de ma wabusuan for. But this is the new revelation ya de mamo. Last week we spoke to you about this shop at what terminal 3. But ye hwehwe mu am ya sanso hu ade foforo abusuan for. Abura Omampenye Kufuor de die no areho. John Mahama see terminal 3 producer. Let's see terminal 3, the best airport in West Africa. Apart from VIP lounge, ni VVIP lounge or yeah, no, or yeah another lounge, your friend of CIP lounge. Say commercially important persons. We say oh Ghana you businessmen be brave. Omu tu kwanya omo pay omo VIP lounge. Omo betena and omo befa. And you omu nyina na be nya kwanya fa the normal VVIP into your CIP lounge e de ma omo. John Mahama the CIP lounge, if you can show the pictures, producer. I was say a Ghana pay a projection of $5 million. $5 million to Ghana Airport Company. Omampenye Kufuor buy 2019. Omu say about a year of return na. And Omampenye Kufuor, the personal assistant are your friend Saratu, Neba or the Aisha Fanny Kayode. One Nana Santi Bedia to the second wife are your friend Sarah Femi Adetula or your Nigerian Niba or no the NATO prison board so no. Omumi Enukabomu with one other your friend Daniela Ufuriata. This is Femi Adetula, Bedia to second wife. Can we see Saratu Nanado's personal assistant? Omumi Enu plus Daniela Ufuriata in 2019. Omokoje this CIP lounge. Company no omu register on February 2019. Producer, if we can see that one too. February 2019. You can see February 2019, yeah. And omodeje this CIP lounge. I was at Ghana Airport $5 million no. And ne new company, no experience, no tender, no procurement, and also they have captured it. Abusuafo, the air yakra wo say sika enka inchirima betumi anya de atuatu aka we no so Omampenye Kufuor de nyina esi awowa edi agye bosia edi ne ne get fund or the esia wowa for 25 years wagye bosia wedi ne ne so nsi secondary school ba kokora sika beto get fund mu bia in the future omo aye kwaje sa abosia no wo mo no mo bete ntinchiri manya no mo de aye mpuntunwuma e wo school mu esla jo mahamade ba yo mo ka se ni timu ede yo mo betwa mu no o de esia wowa 10 years o de akwa akwaje bosia wo yusu ne na yenim de o de aye enunti for 10 years yenya esla fans bia biem enfan clear legacy debt apart from esla your box sites we are wrapping up soon your box site abusuafo and also Omampenya Kufuado Ediama Sino Hydro of China. And untidia nene yeka. Bosha Omampenya Kufuado share yeni nyina efa Ghana ka ho wabuso. Okaso ba beteka so wentimi ante so. Or the 140 billion akaya ka ho. Ghana ni bia ne wo deka 100 million. E ka ne mene yen. Ye de sika nyina atuansi ho. Ye sika yen nyina 90% and above. And unti na ho kire e wo yeso a ye bre a bibia enkoso no. And unti yeah, the sad facts we are back. Yama who policies are your mouth. Now, come December 7th, Penufo Mujina Sobo to me, your cano crack. There was a to Abamanoa, Obama impuntu aba in Numa Banagana Akonemi. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Moment of Truth show on GH1 television. We hope to join you again in your homes next week, Saturday, same time. On these same platforms. Yada TV Africa, Pan African TV, ni GH1 television as some of my Kwenya way. Yabeko soa ede no kreno and the facts na bro. Na come 7th December, waiting ya to aba. But the extra one say come 7th December, wajo ballot paper na kain puntu nyuma the nation builder and not the family builder. Remember John Dramani Mahama, vote for him for jobs and prosperity for all. Thank you.